So, anyone who has been following me for a while would know that I am a big Warhammer fan. Um, and I like to try out pretty much every Warhammer game that comes out that isn't, like, clearly just shovelware shite. And this certainly does not look like shovelware shite. So, I'm going to be trying out Rogue Trader. And first of all, I need to give a big thank you to Cormacker, who got me a key for the game. So huge shout out to him. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I've been keeping an eye on Rogue Trader for a little while, and yeah, it's time to jump in for the first time. How's it going? Still pain from the dental surgery? No, I'm good now. I'm all right. I have no more pain from that. We're good. Did I read and agree to the end user license? No, of course I did. Of course. So, scenario, main story. Apparently there's going to be more added later, potentially. That'd be cool. Take up the mantle of Rogue Trader, the scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over the Trade Protectorate and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of von Valancius as it faces multiple threats from within its own ranks and without, as countless enemies seek to destroy the most daring and brave agents of humanity. It's up to you to hold the reins of the shattered protectorate and forge a new path for the von Valancius dynasty, currently finding itself in a vortex of wars, intrigues, calamities, and heresy. The stakes are high and rise even higher as you cross paths with terrifyingly powerful and ambitious adversaries in the darkness of the Coronis expanse. That's that. I'm not gonna lie. This could really be the description of most stories set in the Warhammer 40k universe. Hold the reins. Forge a new path in a vortex of wars, intrigues, calamities, and heresy. That's a description of most things in Warhammer. Difficulty wise, I'm just gonna go normal. I'm not gonna mess with any of that. Let's just continue. Oh, that's what that does. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with any of it. We're just gonna keep going. Normal is fine. So we get to either choose Hecata, Darius, or Bahardor. Or I could create a custom character, and of course we're going to create a custom character. Possibilities are endless when it comes to customizing your character and choosing their homeworld, gender, and background. You can also choose from a wide variety of abilities and skills, such as combat skills, social skills, technical skills. These abilities and skills determine how your character interacts with the world and what kind of challenges they can overcome. Finally, you can choose your character's archetype. Each archetype path offers its own unique set of opportunities and challenges, so choose wisely. With all of these customization options at your fingertips, you can create a rogue trader that is truly one of a kind. I plan to do that. Okay, games are more than fine on normal. Yeah, I did play, isn't Path of the Righteous theirs? I'm fairly sure that's theirs, but I would have to check. I'm almost certain that they made that. Alright, so before I choose what I look like, oh, we can do custom portraits. Oh, that's so tempting. It's so tempting. But no, that would take far too long for me to find the best custom portrait and import it and then try and make my guy look like that. So what we're gonna do is instead say that I'm gonna be this guy because he looks cool as shit. I mean, they all look cool as shit. I mean, it's the Warhammer 40k universe. Everyone looks cool. Kind of the whole point. And they do actually all look really cool. Oh, god damn. Hell yeah. Man's a badass. But yeah, we're gonna go with mutton chops here. So, oh, and it even starts you out looking like him. Oh, that's perfect. You don't even have to worry about it. Alright, but appearance. Face. Can I zoom in? Yes, I can. I feel like he needs a longer jaw. A squarer jaw. That seems to work all right. We'll go with number 10. That seems fine as well. Skin tone, it looks fairly light. Yeah, we'll go there. Hair. I mean, it's pretty short in the portrait. Slick back, I think that's fine. Hair color also seems fine. Eyebrows, fine. Tattoo. It's the 40k universe. Everyone's got some version of an Aquila tattooed upon themselves. So, there's our Aquila. Augmentations. Do we have any augmentations that we can see? Got some plugs in our head. Can we simulate plugs in the head? I mean, there's that, but it's not really what I'm looking for. That's closer. I suppose it doesn't look too bad. Should be a little bit higher, though. Like this. No, it's not. Most of this is hidden by his mutton chops. Rogue Trader feels a little bit easier so far now that I figured out some builds. Its higher difficulties are really brutal. I've had people using the Bing AI generator if you're not opposed to that. AI generator for what? To make your character? Seems a little bit strange. I think we're going to go with this one. Because he's got wires in his head. It makes sense. And then secondary augmentation. I don't know. I guess wires over there as well. That doesn't seem right. That definitely doesn't seem right. Everything's hidden by his hair. Can I make the hair on top like a thinner on the sides? That actually kind of seems a bit closer. Yeah, that seems a little bit closer. We'll go with that.
Something of interest.
Nope.
For the Emperor!
I like it. I very much like it.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Blood and mayhem shall be our anthem.
No.
Behold the wrath of madness.
No.
Heresy grows from idleness.
I agree with that. That's a fact, actually.
Stay faithful, and you will be rewarded.
Facts. Alright, next up. What kind of world do we want to come from? And they all have their different modifiers to go with it. So a death world, something like Catachan. The plants, beasts, and sometimes even the environment itself take aggressive and destructive forms inimical to human life. While exceptionally difficult to colonize, many death worlds possess valuable resources that require an outpost or a human presence upon the plant surface to harvest. These harsh environs result in some of the hardiest and most resilient populations in the galaxy. Those tested and found wanting die young. You get survival instinct for that. If you drop below 30%, they gain 20% of their maximum wounds as temporary wounds. Alright. Plus 20% bonus to dodge and armor, while they have at least one temporary wound from any source. So that gives me also some strength, agility, fellowship. It represents character's ability to interact with other creatures. Okay. Oh, and it gives you a bunch of things. Plus 50% crit chance against targets with bleeding, or with 50% or less. Every injury increases Death World's agility and willpower by 5. When a Death World's character is suffering from a stunned, blind, or immobilized, this condition is ignored, and they instead gain 20%. That's pretty good. 10% to critical hit chance for axes, hammers, and las. And you take a toughness bonus. Deathworld characters take TGH bonus, toughness bonus, less damage from flame, toxic, and bleeding effects. So this number. Okay. Void-born are humans birthed in the belly of a void vessel or aboard an ancient orbital satellite. Those who have lived their lives on void ships or become injured to some extent due to the reality-altering process of warp travel and to living in low or zero-gravity environments. In many cases, their features are drawn and their skin pallid. They may even have minor deformities or strangeness to their speech, gait, or general appearance that sets them apart from others. Reroll any failed attack, dodge, parry, characteristic, or skill test with a 20% chance of success. Okay. Anytime a void character scores a crit, there's 10% chance to double the damage. Isn't that what a crit should do anyway? They deal increased damage to the enemy. If a character scores a crit, the target takes 150% of the attacker's normal damage by default, but some talents can increase the amount. Okay. Using a non-damaging ability on an ally grants that ally the ability to reroll a failed thingamabob. While a void-born character has more than 50% wounds, all chances of all creatures in a 3-cell radius are increased by 10%. So he's lucky for the enemy as well. That's fun. While Voidborn has less than 50% wounds, all chances of all creatures, including enemies, are decreased by 10%. Okay, so it basically depends on how healthy they are. Anytime an ability or talent uses the Fellowship bonus, a Voidborn character can instead use the Intelligence bonus if it's higher. Okay. Hiveworld's population is so dense that great swathes of the surface of the world are frequently covered in gargantuan cities bejeweled with towering spires that pierce the atmosphere. Hiveworlds are vital to the welfare of the Imperium, are the beating heart of its economy and war machine. They produce munitions for the Emperor's armies in vast manufactories, mine valuable minerals, and refine fuel for the Imperial Navy. Innumerable regiments of the Astra Militarum are raised from their massive populations as well. So you gain +1 Fellowship bonus, resolve if there are 3 more creatures in a 3-cell radius, -2 penalty to resolve with no creatures around. So he just gets a little bit lonely. Pass willpower resistant checks using their Fellowship value instead. If we have melee superiority against the enemy, I assume that's more people in base contact with them than they have. Any target surrounded by more allies than enemies receives +10 weapon skill bonus. Okay. Larger creatures need to be surrounded by more than 2 enemies to provide this advantage to the attackers. All ranged weapons dealing physical damage of +1 damage, armor pen, rate of fire, and less recoil. If you start your turn adjacent to an ally, the Hive character gains +2 movement points, I assume? Yes. Hiveworld characters gain 50% bonus to dodge against the first attack of opportunity every round. Okay. Forge Worlds, the domain of the Adeptus Mechanicus, entire planets ceded to the demands of the vast macro industries. Each is a manufacturing super complex of unimaginable capacity and power. Over the millennia, different Forge Worlds have become especially renowned for their philosophies or ways of war. These are often colored by the technologies they specialize in manufacturing. The bulk of Forge World's population is utilized as a labor force, while the fortunate few may be inducted into the ranks of the Adeptus Mechanicus itself. First attack in combat with any plasma, melt, or power weapon deals additional damage equal to the intelligence. Okay. Forge characters gain toughness bonus, deflection against burning. They gain sacking bonus to hit chance and dodge reduction against any target they hit with a single target attack. Successful crits from single target attacks increase the hit chance and dodge reduction by 20%. While wearing heavy armor, Forge World characters gain movement, deflection, and can't fall prone. Forge World characters can use persuasion, coercion, and commerce based on intelligence and fellowship. Alright. Imperial World is one of the million planets united by the belief in the immortal God Emperor. Hailing from hyper-technological societies to grimy feudal populations, the inhabitants of countless worlds offer fealty and devotion to the master of humanity and the imperial creed espoused by his servants. Their designation Imperial World encompasses a vast array of wholly dissimilar worlds that are nevertheless part of the Imperium. You can select any characteristic except weapon skill or ballistic skill and add a +10 bonus. When you're affected by an ally's non-damaging ability, resolve is increased. While under 40% wounds, we gain +10 to all characteristics and +2 to resolve. Imperial World characters gain 10 crit hit chance and 10 armor against Xenos or demons. Allies gain half the bonuses of No Heresy. Imperial characters' Law and Law Warp is always 0. If no other character in the current party has the same archetype as this character, the first use of any ability from this archetype costs -1 AP. Well, I don't know what the other characters in this game are, so this might be amazing, but it also might be terrible if everyone's from an Imperial world. All allies excluding Xenos in the current party gain +5 to the same characteristic as was chosen for Humanity's Finest. Fortress worlds are planets where the entire populace is immersed in warfare. They constantly train for the day they may be called upon to defend the Imperium, a charge they solemnly uphold. Fortress worlds are established as bulwarks against the enemy. Every citizen is a soldier, trained to fight from the moment they can handle a weapon. Every time a Fortress world character kills an enemy, they gain 10 stacks of Never Stop Shooting. Whatever that is. At the start of their turn, there is a stacks of Never Stop Shooting % chance that the first attack this round will cost 0 AP. Okay. If the effect triggers, all stacks are lost. That's pretty good, actually. Feels pretty good. Fortress World characters gain +7 to ballistic skill, perception, and willpower while in combat. Out of combat, their intelligence and fellowship, perception, and willpower decrease by 7. Each round, Fortress World characters gain for stacking +1 bonus to dodge against range attacks for each shot they make during the round. Also, the burst attack grants an additional 10 stacks of Never Stop Shooting. First reload costs 0 AP. Reloading grants an additional 10 stacks. At the end of the turn, Fortress World characters gain stacks of Never Stop Shooting equal to... Sure. We get the gist. When all stacks of Never Stop Shooting should be lost, they become WP... willpower number of stacks instead. They may upgrade their willpower characteristic even if their current archetypes does not allow it. Alright, so those are the options. Which one should we go with? I think the one that I am mostly looking at as liking, Death, Forge, Imperial. I don't know about Imperial, because I was all about it until I saw this. If no other character in the party has the same archetype, the first use of any ability costs less AP. I mean, it's still good, but I don't know if anyone else is Imperial World or not. Fortress World is like really good, except you don't want to. You're not really an out of combat kind of character, and if this is my main character, the homeworld talents aren't that important for real. Okay. I think I want to go. I'm gonna go in. Oh, I'm so tempted. I don't know. I'm gonna go Imperial World. So, which one do I want? All allies, excluding Xenos, in the party gain +5 to the same characteristic as was chosen for Humanity's Finest. So all of my people get a +5 to whatever I choose here. Which seems pretty good. Ability to interact with other creatures, to deceive, charm, or befriend them. Willpower, resisting negative mental effects and psychic powers. What are we thinking? toughness for every... It'll give everyone plus 50% wounds. If I go... Yeah, I think we'll go toughness. Oh, it changes what I look like. I'm gonna go with... I mean, I kind of have to go Astra Militarum Commander purely because of the portrait, right? I mean, that's kind of... It's kind of what it looks like we're going on right now. We're gonna... I don't know. I think we just do it. I think we just go with Astra Militarum Commander. The Astra Militarum, commonly known as the Imperial Guard, is the primary fighting force of the Imperium and the first line of defense from the myriad threats that endanger the existence of humanity in the first millennium. We've served as one of the commanders of the Astra Militarum Regiment. It's the fucking Imperial Guard. Commanding thousands and winning battles in the name of the God Emperor. We deal an additional 20 plus 2 times perception bonus damage to enemies that are adjacent to the commander. So maybe I should go here and give everyone perception. I think we just go with that. Oh, we get even more talents? Talents, there's lots of them, huh? Alright, I'm just gonna... Yeah, we're just gonna go with that one. Triumph. Through reforms and leadership, you restored a broken Imperial Guard regiment to its former martial glory. You get plus 5 lore. You and your guardsmen defended a shrine world and received a high commendation for your feat. You utilized your talents as a commander to achieve a great victory over the ruinous powers. We do like that. Hey, thank you very much for the Prime sub, Pollux. Appreciate it. I think... Give everyone some athletic skill. Yeah. You lost an entire regiment to the Immaterium during a Geller field failure, yet you yourself remain unscathed. As the commander-in-chief of a disastrous military campaign, you are buried in shame. Captured by heretics, you suffered unbearable torture at the hands of humanity's enemies. Let's go Shadows of Torment. Archetypes. Alright. Well, you can basically plan out your entire character from the very beginning, huh? Alright, so do we want to be a warrior? Combatants boasting exceptional melee prowess, capable of dealing high damage in close quarters combat and withstanding heavy amounts of damage. They also excel at drawing enemies' attention from less defended allies. Maybe, but that would lead to assassin or vanguard or arch militant. Oh god, it's deep. It's very deep. There's a lot here. Officer could go master tactician, operative, grunstrat. Let's what did we choose for? We chose toughness. Maybe we do try and be a melee guy with chain sword, or maybe even we can look at getting a power weapon or something like that, potentially. Yeah, let's be a warrior. Sounds good to me. Characteristics. Alright, so this is where we get to choose, put extra points in. Do I? No, I don't want to be a melee guy. I want to be a shooty guy. So we want extra ballistic skill. Bit of extra fellowship if we're going to be like the leader of our troop. How about intelligence? Does a lot of things here, actually. So let's put the intelligence up to 40 as well. Seems reasonable. Void ship. We don't get to choose, so we're basically running with a sword class frigate. Sword class frigate is a classic combat ship design proven in thousands of battles, commanding decent firepower, high speed, and respectable survivability. Estimated dimensions is 1.6 kilometers in length, blah, 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 blah. 26,000 crew members. The Von Valankius flagship is the mightiest void ship belonging to the Von Valankius dynasty. Every system aboard this frigate has been tried and tested in innumerable engagements. Its weapons and turrets deliver hard-hitting volleys with pinpoint accuracy. Plasma drives are rugged yet reliable in extreme conditions. The flagship's size and maneuverability are perfect for pursuing smaller, faster raiders and for hunting the countless pirates, Xenos, and heretics in the Coronis Expanse. Numerous Von Valankius rogue traders have acknowledged the exceptional performance of this vessel, and with a few minor updates, the flagship has continued to faithfully serve the Von Valankius dynasty. No heresy in this run? No, I don't think we're going to go with heresy this time. What do we want to call our ship? Atonement of the Abyss is a pretty baller name. Valankius, it's Valancius. I mean, if you want, it's. Let's put it this way. It's neither, because it's very clearly bullshit Latin. If that's how they say it in the game, then I will change my pronunciation of it. But it's basically it's bullshit Latin, so it's neither of our pronunciations. First Forge, Invictum Mirabus keeps popping up. Righteous Absolution. Oh, I want something with like a Latin-y name. Invictum Mirabus keeps coming up, but I don't really like Irlavus. Yeah, Gloriam Libertatum. I like Gloriam Libertatum. Alright, let's go with that. So, my name. We will edit my name. I mean, Lord Lambertius von Excelor the Third. Seems reasonable. So yeah, I think I'm happy with this. Oh shit, we got outfit settings. Oh, we can change the colors. No helmet. What backpack? It feels like there should be like 2 different color sets. Like, this sash, can I not make it red? Evidently not. I guess that's gonna have to do. I think that is gonna have to do. Complete. Let 30 minutes on character creation is it's get up to like Baldur's Gate kind of levels. It's kind of funny. Press the any key button. That's Malkador. I'm pretty sure it's a statue of Malkador. Oh, it's me. An excellent place for the contemplation.
One has the best view of the cathedral from here.
It is a little bit voiced.
Rising, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Yes. Truly an awe-inspiring sight.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with a chance to give their very life for the master of humanity.
I agree, but I don't agree with how quiet that voice is. Voice volume, crank it.
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship rogue trader Theodora von Valencius. At your
Valencius.
service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
My name is... Oh, wait. Lieutenant General Lord Lambertius von Excelsior III, Scipio Grimald, commander of the 8th Army of the Scanthian Janissaries. Agreed.
My regards, Lieutenant General. The Astra Militarum is the hammer of the God Emperor, isn't that what they say? Well, it is likely that fate will give you ample opportunity to demonstrate your talents as a commander. I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencius, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Oh, excuse me. Is there another candidate?
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
What is the responsibilities of Master of Whispers?
I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Let me know who Lady Theodora is.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back, especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that Her Ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
Why is she called Lord Captain?
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the Gold Emperor's service, and therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Fair.
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor. I see that you are shocked. Yes, you understood correctly. Lady Theodora's authority indeed supersedes that of those whom you obeyed before. The Lord Captain's power is so great that she is capable of performing unthinkable feats, such as changing the fate of a servant of the Imperium. Your fate.
I was not aware that they could requisition, like, army commanders to just, you stop being a member of the Imperial Guard, just, like, come join me instead. I wasn't aware they had that much power, but that's cool.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Egelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
She desires to personally meet with the person recently brought a flagship. A storm is brewing over the Din. Follow Conrad.
Know your duty.
Some objects can be interacted with, marked with special icons. Click left mouse button, blah blah blah. Alt tab to highlight stuff you can interact with.
The divine watches over us.
I feel like that should just always be on.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
One of the von Valencius trophy rooms.
Hey.
Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
I would very much like to drive a Lemon Russ.
What's happening?
Oh! They gone bad.
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Have you tried running?
My soul is ablaze with wrath.
To survive in the grim darkness of the far future, you have to face enemies of all kinds. Do I get to move around before... No, okay. He dead. He also dead. All battles in the game are turn-based, take place in a grid. On the turn, they can move, attack, use their abilities. Select the cell, double-click to move. Movement points. Every second diagonal cell uses 2. Okie dokie. So movement points and shooting points are not the same thing. I have 6 movement and I have 4 action. We all deal an extra 26% damage to enemies that are adjacent to the commander or their allies at the end of the commander's next turn. One friendly creature within radius, increasing characteristics by plus 13. I mean, let's just go here and we will shoot. Make attacks and use ability in combat. The character must spend AP. Total is displayed on the panel. Each attack or ability has an AP cost associated with it. To attack, click left mouse on the single shot icon and then click on the enemy. Effectiveness of the shot depends on the distance between the character and their enemy. When you target an enemy with a single shot, you'll see two areas denoting the effectiveness range. Set abilities are considered attack actions, can only be used once per turn unless affected by talents. Okay. Um, 52% chance. Is that to hit? What if I moved here? 90% chance to hit. That's much better. Oh, there we go. I can see the two rings. Gotcha. Alright, well, let's shoot him.
I will not be deterred.
Wow, that was woeful. You. I believe in you.
The Emperor commands.
And also regimental tactics, because why not? Alright, space to end the turn, right? You coming to me? No, you're not. You're analyzing and joint analysis. Well, how about I just shoot you?
Actions will let this be the warning to all who oppose us.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Oh, a bit late now.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
All right. Suppose there's no looting to be done. Weiss and Sever's head are still smoldering. It would seem the cause of the malfunction was the short-circuiting of the motive force. Trencher centric gun constructed with the blessing of the Adeptus Mechanicus using standard template construct in the manufactured arms of the Kiava Gamma. Lehman Russ battle tank, reclaimed and restored by the grace of the God Emperor, the first to breach the capital walls during the pacification of VODS Chton. These go way too quickly. Violet alloy, which upon closer examination turns out to be handcrafted object symbols carved with primitive tool are visible on the surface. Black shard resembling obsidian. If you look closely, you can discern a strange, barely perceptible glow inside the artifact. It's Necron. Golden amalgam interspersed with sparkling particles. Stone on the petals is no doubt solid, but its surface shimmers and changes hue as if someone had captured a piece of turbulent sea within the rock. Strange object that resembles sea coral. The porous surface is pitted to sign that it's been underwater. Grey-green crystal with white veins. A low hum can be heard coming from the artifact.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
An exhibit is unfinished. Another symbol of House von Valencius's Valor will be displayed here at some point in the future. Glory to the Omnissiah indeed.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Am I going the right way? Apparently. Oh, Lady Theodora's around here anyway. Simply irrational, says the man dressed in a peculiar garb, his voice tight with tension, his face, half of which is covered by sin skin, is twisted in a grimace of displeasure and disbelief. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide, practically the mission of heresy. Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation, no worse than my seneschal could have done. My decision, what we do with Ion 6 Edelthrad. I will survey the room. First impression of Edelthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old. Parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. Nervous, twitching fingers, face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. That you. Stark contrast to Edelthrad, Theodora von Valencius's features appear if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Edelthrad. Behind the two of them, you see two more men. One is a grey-haired officer of impeccable bearing, who's studying the contents of his data slate. I assume that's you. The other is a behemoth bristling with holsters and baldricks containing all manner of weapons. And that would be this guy, probably. Our second candidate has joined us. The dry female voice and powerful feeling of being watched force you to look at Theodora. The rogue trader is looking straight at you, and her gaze, like herself, is predatory and oppressive. Lord Lambertius von Excelsior III, approach and give me your answer. Character skills reflect their knowledge and capabilities. Some dialogue automatically initiate passive skill tests. If such tests succeed, new information will be revealed, or a hidden dialogue option will unlock. Your character is traveling with allies. The party member with the highest score of the applicable skill is selected for each given passive skill test. Look, this thing at the end here is like one of my biggest gripes with Baldur's Gate 3. That if you are wandering around with one of your party members that is based on like strength stat, you go into a conversation with them, the people with high intelligence or high charisma or whatever don't, like, jump in with their input. But this seems like it fixes that particular issue, so that's nice. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion the 6th. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis Expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits to protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say. But attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure? Spirits could be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. First verify if it's indeed the case and if the population engages in xeno-worship. There are ways to confirm what is happening on Ion is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us an answer. Obtain some connections in the Astral Militarum. A few Imperial Guard regiments will take care of the natives, their spirits, and the magma. Solid fortifications never let me down. Reports of spirits certainly sound like evidence of heresy, however I would put my interest first. No matter what that means, I would have to use. The riches of Ion would be mine. It must be purged for the good of the Imperium. I shall exterminate the heretical beliefs and otherworldly powers that rule the native apostates. I would say we go with a lore one. Let's go with Lore Xenos. Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove rather long and fruitless endeavor. Alright, well, if you say so. Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you, Lord Lambertius von Excelsior III, are simply unaware of their existence. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do. What did she say? She didn't like, she didn't like being rude, and she didn't like, shit. What was the other thing she didn't like? I'm gonna go to number one, because it's funny. Insolent, ignorant upstart, how dare you! Edelthred, I believe I gave you an assignment on the ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview. Beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time. And then he buggers off. Toodaloo, Edelthred, you bitch. So, Lord Lambertius for Excelsior III, why are you here? I hope you will clarify the reason that I'm here. Clarity, a luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I do not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. My name is Theodora von Valentius Massimo Afscaros. I'm a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic, the warrant of trade kept aboard this very vessel. The warrant of trade? Like, the actual, like, specific document? Or a copy? Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Imperium and carry humanity's light where power is wicked and heretical reign and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find therein, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you, Lord Lambertius von Excelsior III, one of those with von Valentius blood in their veins, and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes. I am ready to take on the sacred purpose. Oh yes, you would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. I just killed a servitor. I did just kill a servitor. That's something we did. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you're suitable for the role of rogue trader. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nevertheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Conrad Voigtveer served me for many years before he made his mistake. Alright, we already know that there are other heirs. I'm gonna ask questions now. The Vox affixed to Theodora's attire suddenly comes to life, but all you can hear is unintelligible noise. Theodora winces, shuts off the transmission, gives you an imperious nod. I have some time before the navigator gives a signal to initiate the voyage of translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. What are my current responsibilities? Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually I'll find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthred. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide. Where are we headed? The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Only 3 rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House of von Valentius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand She grimaces and gives you a stern look, then shrugs, for a very specific reason. Perhaps I will yet apprise you of this purpose of the voyage, but now is not the time. I'll tell him about what took place. Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance, or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all. It's surprising that of all of the things that, like, you know, you can hover over it and it'll give you an explanation of what it is, I'm surprised that Gellerfield isn't on that list. Obviously, it's the thing that protects you from the warp, but I'm just surprised that it's not there. Abelard. He gives the rogue trader a look of cautious disapproval. Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread by uneducated riffraff? Oh, fuck you. Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. She turns to you. The ship is thousands of years old, has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folk speak of spectres dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live. I'm not gonna, like, prostrate myself or pretend to be stupid, so I'm gonna say I have no more questions. In that case, I shall head to... Vox awakens once more, this time picking up shouting. Lord Captain freezes, listening to the Voxcast, then nods and draws her weapon. Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated. Fucking heretics! I have been ambushed. Let us start the battle. Kill him is a good... Can I tell what that did? Plus 50 ballistic skill until the end of combat. That's actually kind of based.
I took care of this one.
He's very good. Oh god, he's also very cool. Although he did very little damage, it seems. He didn't even... Oh, he didn't even look at that. He just dodged it without moving. Ah! Same. Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Makes sense. So I guess... Try to use voice of command on my boss. If I move to there, then you will be in my range.
My enemies shall be crushed like dust beneath my feet. Another step.
Oh, what a shot!
Ultimate victory.
Wait a minute. I don't. You guys didn't see that. Oh wait, no, it didn't happen. Did it? All right, so that was a crit that we just got. So I got what looked like an achievement to that said I got 500, but it's just I have the first of 500. But yeah, perfect. We got a crit. Unfortunately, I can't shoot again. What have we even got? Stub revolver, garbage, absolute dog water. Can I reach anyone with my ability? No. Alright, end turn then. You're running Officer, the most busted class. Look, I have absolutely zero knowledge. So if I just chose something busted, it is entirely without intent. Oh my god, she's got a plasma gun! Or plasma pistol, I should say. Oh, 2 kills and 1... Oh, okay. Alright. There is decapitation in this game. I now regret not taking a melee class, because that is amazing. So it seems like these guys are either dead or on their way. So we're going to go take cover here. And we're going to shoot our shitty little gun. Well, we're not getting any good hits. So if I hit, then hooray. But I doubt I will. Characters received a temporary positive effect from an ally. Hover over the cursor next to the character portrait. It's this one, isn't it? Kill them. Well, let's see if we hit. Probably won't, but we'll see.
And so shall it be done. Your corrupt
Oh, get fucked.
way has failed you. Rejoice in service.
Yeah, no. Very, very good. Bye-bye, leg. Again, far too late. Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single horse and survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck. Not bad. I've seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel. The incident with the rampaging servitors may be connected to what's transpiring right now. Possibly. Quite likely. She winces and flicks a switch on her Vox a few times. We'll investigate it at a later time. Right now we need to isolate the affected compartments and try and assess the situation. What are your orders? Mort has gone ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the arch-militant requires aid, and be quick about it. Got it. So, I believe he went this way, did he not? I can't look at the map anymore. Is this the way he went? I don't think that's the way he went.
Know your duty.
Maybe he went this way. Apparently I don't get to fight there.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Oh, I can't go up there either. Oh, right. Okay. I would like to open the map. I guess I cannot open the map.
The divine watches over us.
Oh, there's Mort. We went the right way. Oh, he's just walking in the middle there, huh? He's got a melter gun. You love to see it. Thank Providence you're alive and well. Always on time, eh, Conrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it. Mort, pull yourself together. What did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy on us? We're all done here. I'll report right away. I guess I did not make myself useful. Also, there's still shooting going on down here. Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Vox net is silent. The Vox Master is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report. I mean, the fact that these crew have found themselves new uniforms makes me think it's not just madness. I've not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they've ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I'm receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is organized mutiny. Execute the traitors, every last one of them. Yes. First, we have to confirm confirm that the bridge and navigator's sanctum are secure, and you have the means to do both things at once. Ethelthred, where is he? I must know if he's unharmed. A psyker aboard the ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons. Try to locate him. The last thing known about his movements that he's arrived on transitional deck 18. Blast it. The Master of Whispers, find Ethelthred immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle, both to remain at my side. Archmilitant with me. I must go to my study, and it appears we might encounter heretics along the way. Lord Lambertius von Excelsior III. If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Ethelthred back, I should use some support. After all, I am not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the house as the esteemed Archmilitant, and taking into consideration Ethelthred's psychic powers... Okay, so I guess I'm staying here, then? Then it's settled. Lord Lambertius von Excelsior III. Find Ethelthred and bring him here, in whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to the restricted compartments, such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both, do you understand? I hear and obey, Lord Captain. Move out, Mort. Come. Can I have a better gun? I require an gun. Are you ready to head to 18? So it's a long walk and you don't even have proper gear. I don't want to make do. I want a better weapon. Lead the way. Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs, but that's no longer relevant. With a pop and sharp crackle, something hits you in the abdomen, and you're consumed by unbearable gut-wrenching pain. Did this motherfucker just shoot me? Did he just shoot me? No, he punched me to death. What? He's an asshole. Okay. Alright. If you fall unconscious, they receive a trauma. Must have been unconscious quite a lot then. This reduces the characteristics and inflicts an additional negative effect. He stabbed me with his fingers. Hey.
Careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
What is the meaning of this?
You must have hit your head harder than I thought. No matter. Very little is required of you. Just your blood, which you can either share of your own volition, or I will spill it for you.
I thought you already stabbed me.
We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power.
Theodora.
The sacred warrant of trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
Aw, problem thin blood?
On the contrary, the warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
No intention of helping you.
I am afraid that you have no choice in the matter. Try to resist, and I will demonstrate the power that the warp holds over mortals. Come to think of it, I might even take some pleasure in doing so.
To the void with you. One of the available dialogue options requires making a skill test. Unlike with passive tests, which are made automatically, in this case you can decide whether or not to select an option, the consequences of which will depend on the result of the associated test. Success or failure depends on how the dialogue will develop. Depending on the context, you may even change the course of the conversation, alter the character's attitude, or perform an action whose consequences will only become apparent later. I got it. The blade flashes in the dim light and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment you feel nauseous. Your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing with a singular urge. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Get out. I'm not your puppet. Voice in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence force you onto your feet and make you step towards the gates, looming in the center of the chamber. Well, balls. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator with human likeness built in the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. 85% chance! I will examine the device. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as a material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. Again, some experience. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With a screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward, close to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human being could. The servitor's mouth filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifices. The voices that filled your head after Voigt Fear wounded you with his blade do not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. I would like to find a weapon. You look around in hopes of finding at least something that could work as a weapon. Your search is in vain. The chamber anteroom is completely empty, in perfect working condition. Nary a broken panel or a protruding piece of rebar in sight. I examine him again. It looks notably different from the ones you're used to. Its skin covering is stitched together with copper thread, and has metal hinges in place of the standard joints. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of ordinary automatons.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Well, I ain't got no choices then, huh? Sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and pumps stir into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath, maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where the quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the Sentinel? The cogitator? Is it a figment of your weary mind? Whatever it is, you can clearly hear every word. I do require assistance. Pain shoots through your hand and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Okay, I like defense protocol. What kind of defense protocol are we talking? Oh, that kind! Yeah, no, that certainly would work. Burn, bitches.
Well, there is still another way.
Oh, the door still opens, though. The enormous gates match the importance of the thing they protect. The massive doors are made of heavy metal, which looks impregnable. Oh, I'm what? Old injury stack 1 of 20. And there is the warrant of trade. That's so cool. That's so cool. Got like the Imperial fist here as well. That's so badass. So tempting to try and read it. Oh, I think... Is it gibberish? Yeah, because look. This line is identical to this line. Strange that they have identical lines right next to each other. Trade, trade. That's slightly disappointing, but, you know, it is what it is.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Let it be known that my will and true words as a document I appoint the person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade. To be the paragon of humanity unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely into the darkness, to unite, to triumph over the nightmares untold, to hold bloody the reins of fate, to walk steady the road of thorns through pain to greatness.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
I need to contact someone. Theodora, potentially. Wait, no, I need a weapon.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
Contact Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Based on the mechanical screeching cervicals, Vox projects the voice of Theodora. Voxmaster, restore communication with the Navigator's Sanctum. I'm trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. Regroup all available forces, blah blah blah.
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
Who are you?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
That is a great word. Obnubilation. Hell yeah.
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Get me away from here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
As the game story unfolds, you'll see notifications at the top of the screen indicating that the status of your current objective has been updated and new information has been added to the journal. You can open the journal pressing J. Journal entries help keep track of the current events, blah blah. Yeah, that's fine. That's pretty basic. Is it really all that's saved? I mean, this is still paper, right? But like, there's candles everywhere.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Agreed. Your strength and unwavering faith and courage in fulfilling your final duty for showing weakness before his enemies is heresy. I agree. Wait, you left me again? Why did you leave me?
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Oh, I need to seal the warrant chamber.
Master, whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
Conrad Voigtfear is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me and somehow brought me here.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go. He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant is somehow part of the plan.
wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
True. Facts, actually. Funnily, my bad. My bad. He openly admitted he's the mastermind. Sorry, no, unquestionably. Naturally.
Saints' blood! Then it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster.
Unlikely.
You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
So I got another stub revolver and a sword! And a armored body glove, 10% of armor kit card. Okay. And a med kit. Sick. A character has suffered an injury after being attacked by Kunra. This happens when a character receiving damage that exceeds 50% of their maximum wounds within 1 round. When a character initially suffers an injury, it's considered a fresh injury during the first 3 rounds. Once 3 rounds have passed, fresh injury becomes an old injury. Fresh injury can be healed with a medikit without passing a skill test. Old injuries can be healed with a medikit, but they require the character administering the treatment to pass a medikit skill test to succeed. Once combat is over, the wounds of all party members are replenished automatically, but any injuries they may sustain remain. They can be healed with a medikit. Medikits cannot be used with characters who have the field medic feature, base skill medikit, or has taken medikit skill advancement at least once. Whenever a character uses a medikit in battle, the skill test determines the number of wounds that will be restored as a result. Abelard can heal your character's injury. Click on left mouse button on Abelard's portrait and select the med blah blah blah. So Abelard is now my man. Alright, medicate me.
This wound will make a fine scar.
With you at my side, victory is within our grasp.
Facts, actually facts. And I have gotten new items, so we should go to the inventory. I will equip... Ooh, actually, this is Abelard. This one is me. We'll pop some armor on. We have now got ourselves a sword and a shitty pistol.
I can't allow myself to do this.
These go in any pockets.
This is beyond me.
No. And what have you got? You got a fucking chainsaw. Give to me. Drop it. You drop this one.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared. The lower decks are teeming with heretics.
Have I fucked up here? I don't see it on the floor.
But that is the least of our problems.
Have I fucked up?
Rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the
I think I might have fucked up.
The situation on the middle decks is much worse. All those strike teams have already been dispatched there.
I may have fucked up.
All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that
Now fight like a Tau. That's an insult.
the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
How did you find me?
You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean
The
to say
Warrant
you didn't-
Sentinel may have sent the message.
Warrant Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort.
Go to my inventory quick. I can't enter my inventory while in this.
The Warrant Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, Why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
What's gone wrong with the translation?
I am no helmsman, or God Emperor preserve me navigator. However, I've spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Geller field has faltered. Perhaps the navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak. If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the war. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet.
Let's go to the Navigator's Sanctum.
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
Guam's loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor, fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might destroy those who have dared do a thing.
Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward.
Onward indeed. Now let me pick something up off the floor, please. No! Wait, maybe.
Are you ready to die?
No! Can I see something that's on the floor? Because he doesn't have a weapon anymore. I fucked up. I fucked up so bad. I fucked up so bad. I might need to restart for real. Is there a... Where is this? 22:21. That's fucking ages ago. I mean... shite. Alright, fuck it. Might as well bite the bullet. We'll just, like, race through it. We'll just race through it, because we can't fight with a single fucking shitty pistol. Because even if we win, we'd be there forever. That's my bad, and I apologize. I did the dumb. Press Alt to view stuff on the ground. I was pressing Alt. Hey, Brian, thank you very much.
Hey Lambert, how are you finding the game so far?
I think it's great. I'm enjoying myself. Right, we need to race up this way. Oh, oh my god, I got some speed on me. Look at that. We're gonna skip a lot of things just to get back to where we were. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Ba-doop, ba-doop. Cool. Who killed me? Me. My own idiocy killed me, yeah. You can go at the front to shield me from potential threats. Anyway, there we go. He stabbed me. Cool. So, yeah, I was given a sword, and my friend had a chain sword, so I wanted the chain sword, so my plan was to drop both, and then pick up the chainsword, but they didn't let me do that.
Careful, careful. We are in the... On the contrary, the warp's blessing has raised me too much above you. Wretched. What do you know about wretchedness? Theodorus Kerr. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind.
Okay, I mean, that's creepy.
Once my work is done,
I'm listening to this because we didn't hear it last time.
Von Valencia's watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
Cool.
Did you forget?
Good, I got the experience.
High levels of
I do require assistance! Burn, motherfuckers.
There is still another way.
Alright, well, you go do that other way. Bye-bye.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Agreed. Let it be known that by my will and true words of the document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the word of trade and bestow upon them and their dynasty the great mission to be the paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, and to walk steadily in the thorns through pain to greatness. I really do feel like that is way faster than it should be. But whatever.
escort the child of the house to safety.
Give me a weapon.
Distance from the
Give me that thing.
Communicate
What's going on?
temporary obnubilation.
Are you the Warren Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel, designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Middle and upper decks.
Let's go.
Know your duty.
My duty. Fuck, skull very slow. Come on. Come on, buddy. Thank you. If your Lord Captain has a couch, oh.
Master. What?
Are you with the trader Voidfear?
With all due respect, what nonsense are you saying? Kunrad, a traitor?
Unquestionably.
Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretic...
Anyway, we've heard that. I got the weapons. I agree with having I'm gonna actually use the weapons this time instead of giving them away. Yeah, because what I did was I decided to like drop it. Always add to the cargo zone. No, we're good. We're gonna keep it this time. And then we get you
The spearhead of the Imperium.
to heal me.
That is a notice. The lower deck. But that is not the worst of it. I am, if we get through, you sent me a VODS message. The specific Warren sent. The Warren chip. During warp transit, the sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Imperium. And
Is there a quick save button, like F5?
for the navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the immaterium. Only a navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death.
Nice.
Lady Theodorus. Which one? The last one I received was about the navigator's sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
For the Imperium and humanity!
Come. The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle. Which
Indeed. Anyway, we have gotten back to where we fucked up.
May the blessings of the divine grant us the courage and strength.
I will level you.
Okay. I feel like... Wait, you're all... These guys are all look melee focused, so maybe we actually let them come to us like this. Yeah, you don't get to do shit in the first turn. Get wrecked. Balls.
just a minor setback.
If you say so. New companion is a warrior. He specializes in melee combat and drawing the enemy's attacks. Charge is a unique warrior ability that only works. It works only when they're using a melee weapon and is not considered an attack action. Use charge to close the distance between you and the enemy and deal damage. He's not close enough. I will charge the enemy.
I took care of this one.
Yeah, you did actually do that, yes. Characters with melee weapons can make attack of opportunity if opponent in adjacent cell initiates movement. How about... Wait, oh, he doesn't have a gun at all. Okay. Combat abilities of the character differ depending on the archetype. Available abilities are located on the bottom right of the screen on the abilities panel. Read the full description of the ability. Hover your cursor over the icon. Okie dokie. I'm just gonna stand behind you. Oh shit, I got extra gun stuff.
And so shall it be done.
This is, what, 2 AP? Yeah.
Rejoice in service.
And then we shoot this guy. Only 52%. This one is 75%. Oh shit, I can shoot multiple people with this? I mean, yeah, we do that then. Oh, that actually shoots my friend, so maybe we don't do that.
I will not another step towards our...
I shot you and killed the man behind. That's based. I enjoyed that.
What is it?
Ah, wrecked. You missed. Yeah, wrecked. God, you guys suck. Oh, maybe not. Rude. Alright, so... Strike... or cleave. All creatures within the area of effect of a 1 cell radius. Hell yeah. I get 3 of them, basically.
Indeed.
Demolished, destroyed, wrecked. Oh, and then I can charge at this guy as well.
I'd rather not.
Or not.
It will be done.
Oh, that didn't work at all. That was a bad idea. Well, how about... we move...
May the divine's will be
it wasn't really what I wanted, but whatever. Let's do this.
and so it shall let this be the warning to all who oppose us.
Well, I got one of them. Ow! That hurt. Anyway, let's go and,
Follow my lead.
strike him. He parried? Motherfucker. You know what? We can also do that.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Rude.
At your beck and call.
Yeah, you didn't get me that time, huh? Advance the level of your character and companions, preventing battles, exploring the Conronus expanse, and completing quest ends you experience. Once you've accumulated enough experience, blah blah blah.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Oh boy, that's a huge tree. Okay. Do we get to upgrade these as well? No. Okay, let's have a look here. Oh, I can only upgrade this one, it seems. Why can I only upgrade that one? Does it go around like in a clock? Anyway, let us improve. Why has it got a thumbs up next to it? Is it showing where I'm the best at this? Let's go persuasion. And then Abelard is going to upgrade he's going to upgrade his athletics. Okay. Oh, I can loot. Creative enemies have no further need of their former belongings, but you can discover valuable trophies among them. Items on the right side of the trophy collection window go to your inventory. Such items can be used or equipped by your characters. Items on the left are packed up as cargo and sent to your ship, can be later used to trade with various factions. Oh, last pistol! Is that better than what we've got? Shorter range, more ammo. Less damage. It's just bad? Which is unfortunate. Swords are swords, apparently. Alright, well, we'll collect all. In combat, character may need to use different kinds of weapons, which can be prepared in advance. Open your inventory and do weapon sets. Meh. Actually, Abelard could probably have a las gun.
Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
For the Emperor!
Agreed.
With each step,
Let's go to the Navigator's Sanctum.
destiny among the stars.
Here's a map of your void ship. It consists of several parts between which you can travel. Some parts are not yet available over time. Character be able to access them. Alright, let's go to the Navigator's Chamber.
The divine watches over us.
Navigator Sanctum is directly along the path. I pray to the God Emperor that we are not too late.
Feels too late, not gonna lie.
And so, he will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
Master, watch your head.
Watching it.
Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valencius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
It's Zinch. Interior consciousness shrinks and crawls in deeper, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind, as if the presence trying to hide from the seer standing before you.
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are von Valencius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
Lord Lambertius von Excelsior the Third von Valencius. Sure, it's certainly a 40k name. For those who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are gathered on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counter-attack.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
How do you know me?
What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs? I have seen you. I have seen the footsteps of your past and the wounds of your heart.
You now understand the chapters that ban librarians? Yeah. For a time, that was all of them. You flinch at the seer's words. No doubt she's referring to the nightmares the tortures inflict on your body and mind. Your muscles contract involuntarily as if steeling themselves once more for inevitable pain.
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
Okay, so Navigator's dead. That's bad.
What? You don't mean the Engine Seer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt.
Oh, the Navigator might be alive still.
Well, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks. Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Let's go. Let's go get him. She's drawn a party. It now consists of several characters. Select one character, click on the portrait. Select multiple, whole, drag a box. Okay. That's the navigator.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Your doom is foretold.
Show them no mercy.
Start the battle!
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Adira is a psyker and an operative. As an operative, she can study opponents and identify their weaknesses, and her psyker abilities allow her to deal damage to them. Analyze enemies in an operative ability, which applies exploit effect. Okay. To all enemies within the operative's line of sight at the start of each of the operative's turns. The operative can use the ability to, against a specific enemy, to inflict several stacks of the effect. The higher the operative's intelligence is, the more exploit stacks will be inflicted. When we hit a target with exploit applied to them, the attack deals additional damage. Exposed weakness reduces the enemy's dodge, parry, and armor. Adira is armed with a special staff that allows the psychic to unleash psychic powers against enemies. Okay. So, let's try some lightning arc. I guess that just jumps from person to person. Well, we'll go over here and do it to you guys, because I think Adelard has got this.
On it.
Yep, no, they did. That's some cool effects.
Anything else?
You get forewarned. If I move to there, and then we charge like that, murder you, and then we turn around and we murder you. Oh, beautiful! You use the hologram to gauge the effectiveness of your intended actions in combat. Ah, okay, I get it. Shooting from here, I'd have a 64% chance. I don't feel like I need to take that much cover with this guy, because he's, like, magic bullshit anyway. But the chance of hitting is the same. So we're going to go just to here and take the cover. And then, yeah, pistol shot. And miss! Cool. Cool beans.
And so shall it be done.
Alright, Abelard, there you go. What have you done to him? Misfortune, minus 20% penalty to dodge. That's not too bad, I don't think.
I know what is to come.
That's a nice effect. What the fuck? Why are there ghosts? We are having trouble with warp shenanigans. Anyway, if we go to here, then we can probably charge at him anyway. Yeah, perfect. The creature in the chair appears as if it's become one with the throne. You see pink, parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through two dark gill-like slits in its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut, the two ordinary eyes, as well as a third one that sits in the center of its forehead. Oh, this isn't voice acted, okay. I believe Master Vespiadus still lives. He flinches at the sight of the stretched skin and dark marks on the face of the creature. The servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. We have a chance of leaving this place alive. I'm going to give him a pointed look. Master Vespiadus. Navigator stirs, barely able to lift his head and half open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls under the closed lid of the third eye and down the face, leaving behind a black trail. Your time is short. The voice coming from the vox grill at the base of the bizarre chair. It's unclear how the navigator is able to produce human speech. Short to do what? Oh yeah, his arm is turned into bullshit. Suddenly, the navigator's body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward and then falls back onto the seat, then thrusts forward again as bones crack and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated, but leans as far forward as he can, his layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The gill slits burst open, forming two hideous, screaming, mouth-like pits. Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn. Oh, he fucked. It came from beyond. His body is not his, so the navigator will die. Adira's scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the side of the navigator, succumbing to the paroxysms of corruption. Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a potent of salvation within me. The navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling, but then his fit stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eyelid has turned from a trickle into a stream, mixed with the blood coming from his nose. There's a purplish swelling around the eye. Run, free from this place while I still have the strength. The words come out of the vox as a laboured rattle. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp, but it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help. What do we do now? Ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It's worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe they will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms in service school relayed to us earlier. So every ship only has one navigator, no reserve. I feel like there is a reserve. I feel like I've seen that in a story. I've read that. It certainly looks a lot different to how I imagined it when reading. Because I've been reading the, I haven't in a while, but I was reading the Horus Heresy series. I got up to like book 28 or something. Reaches his hand out to the navigator and pulls back at the last moment. Vespiadus, good luck, and thank you. The navigator does not give a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the vox at the base of the chair is bellowing out static interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. He appears dead, only a slight movement of his chest and the twitching of eyelids let you know he's still clinging to life. Alright, we gotta go.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
I mean, I agree. Locked door. Okay, so it's not this way. Oh, snap! We have an axe. Less damage, but it can sweep and stuff. I will collect everything, and we'll sort it out later. Yeah, we want to go to the officer's deck now. When in doubt, save. Okay. Leave no loot behind. Everything has value. Don't have a carry limit. Okay.
Pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these.
I'll betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from home. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my Emperor.
It's kind of funny that making the sign of the Aquila look so fucking stupid. It's like like when you read it and it's like, oh, the person they made the sign of the Aquila, and you're thinking, oh, it's like the Catholic thing. It's like the Catholic thing of doing that, you know, when you're doing a prayer or whatever. But then like the sign of the Aquila is literally this, and it's it looks so dumb. The white-haired woman, warrior, turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. The weapon quivers in her hands for a brief moment. It seems she's not going to stop. Will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argenta. Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
I am Lord Lambertius von Excelsior, the Third von Valentius, Lord Captain's heir.
The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends who are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the Dark Forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelthrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
I'm no traitor, sister.
If you speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. If you are lying, you will not escape his retribution.
I agree.
I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
What's a worry of the Adeptus Sororitas doing aboard a rogue trader ship? Your orders serve the Ecclesiarchy, do they not? So I've been a fan of Warhammer for a little over 20 years now. So it's I'm one of those old fucking grognards who is still a little bit like irritated by the very copyright friendly renaming of the various factions. She's a sister of battle. Please. She's just a sister. Adeptus Sororitas. I mean, come on.
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
True, facts,
Enough
actually.
idle chatter.
I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
We must get to the main holodeck.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
Facts.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Hey Lambert, have you ever played Dawn of War? I have played all 2 Dawn of War games. I played Dawn of War 1 when it came out, and I played all of the expansions, completed the whole thing. God, that's got to be like 15, 16, 17 years ago now. And then I recently, by recently I mean like within the last like 2 years, 3 years, played through Dawn of War 2. Completed that a couple of years ago, and I that's my favorite one of them. Dawn of War 2 is better than Dawn of War 1, in my opinion. But they're both really good, obviously. By 2 years ago, I mean it was actually 5 years ago, because time is meaningless soup. I did just look it up. I'm very loud compared to the voice actors. Okay. I can turn up the audio of this a little bit, but I can't do very much, I don't think. I can actually turn up master volume. That should actually work out nicely.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
I prefer Dawn of War 1 personally, but I don't hate Dawn of War 2. They're almost different game styles. I mean, it's not an almost. They are different games. Like, they are very, very different in how they play. Which is why, like, when it comes to Dawn of War, there is obviously the conversation, which one is better? Which one is better? Like, the people who say they prefer Dawn of War 1 are right. And the people who say they prefer Dawn of War 2 are right. The people who say they prefer Dawn of War 3 are heretics. And should be immolated in holy Prometheum. Because they just fucking wrong. Because, you know, you gotta do some backflips in your Terminator armor, because... oh, I can't believe it, I can't. It's so bad. Door is closed, but the lock looks intact. Can probably be opened with the right tool.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Explosion blasted a hole through the door, large enough for a person to get through, but not us, I assume.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Also, as I said, 20 plus years of Warhammer love here. Quit tabletop 10 years ago, and now you're trying to sell you Games Workshop stuff. I played a lot when I was in England. I played a lot less when I moved to Ireland, which it was in like 2004. Instead, it kind of like dropped off a bit.
Duty.
Oh, goods. All of it. And then since then, I started to get into it with my wife. We started doing a bit of Warhammer Fantasy. About 3 months before Games Workshop killed Warhammer Fantasy, so
by the blood of martyrs.
that kind of sucked. But yeah, actually, I have no idea where to go. Do I have to go? Do I have the right tool now? Where am I going?
Let us walk this path to the end.
Oh, goods here as well. Well-maintained stub revolver. Okay, I would like to improve my gun. Excuse me, just got a tiny bit extra damage. It's also give me an auto gun. If we go to you, the moment you've got a psychic staff, you can swap it for an identical psychic staff. Let's have a las pistol. You have an auto pistol and a bolt gun called Unfading Valor. Dope. Dope AF. I'm gonna give you an axe. Because I imagine you could do some damn fine damage with an axe. Alright, do I now have the tools?
The faith guides my path to glory.
Yes. Fantasy lives only on our hearts at Total War. Yeah, Total War's a bit of a hit and miss. With a lot of miss recently. Trying to revive it now like cult classic. I am somewhat excited by it, but we'll see. Unfading Valor has one higher rate of fire than regular bows. That's cool. We need a metaphorical Cialini to hold back Sarah from doing stupid plays. That's a reference I don't get, I'm not gonna lie. Dawn War 3 kind of reflects Games Workshop's recent low quality, so it's consistent in a way. That's fair. That's also fair. Why? Cialini, that word doesn't ring a bell to me. Oh, I don't watch football. I don't watch football, I'm sorry.
Beware the ire of the witch.
Indeed. So, I would say Adelard being up front makes a lot of sense. Idira can be here. Argenta can be here, and wait, no, Abelard should be here. And I will go there. I will stay near Argenta for totally wholesome reasons. Yeah, I get parried, bitch.
Just a minor setback.
Yeah, just a minor one. Anyway, because you're right next to me, how about we do a bit of a cleave?
At your beck and call.
My armor is contempt.
Sisters of Battle are nice to look at, true. Facts, actually. She's a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas of the Soldier. She's an expert with burst range weapons and weapons that deal damage in an area. Another of Argenta's strengths is her mobility in combat. Run and gun is a unique soldier ability. Using it grants the soldier extra movement, reduces the cost of their next attack by 1 AP. They also suffer a -10 penalty to their ballistic skill for the attack. Also allows the soldier to perform an additional attack with a ranged weapon. That's cool. Revel in Slaughter can be used once for each 3 enemies the soldier kills in a single battle. Dope. So yeah, Argenta makes burst attacks. Cool. How about you burst on these bitches? Or do I want to burst on these bitches? What we got here is Run and Gun and Furious Recital. And what does Momentum do? Party members can use a unique ability called Heroic Act and Desperate Measures in battle. The level of momentum changes depending on the actions of the characters. If the momentum gauge hits 175 or more, any party member can use a Heroic Act. If momentum drops below 25, your party will gain an ability to use a Desperate Measures. Okay. I'm going to use Furious Recital.
Deeds is worthless.
And then we're going to burst on these bitches.
I'll do it. Strike is a prayer.
Damn. So Idira is gonna go here, and then lightning those people.
Will do.
Oh, you missed.
Be gone.
So cool. Oh, so cool. Oh, they have reinforcements. What is that in there? Oh, it's a miniature ship. Yeah, time to miss. Full and partial cover gives you the opportunity to avoid enemy attacks. Full cover reduces the chance to hit by 60%. Partial reduced by 35. Cool. Alright, well, what I want you to do is kill this guy, because he's annoying me.
I will not be deterred. Your corrupt way has failed.
Based.
Rejoice in service.
And then we'll do a bit of regimental tactics.
And so shall it be done.
Alright, get commanded. Aha, get pattied. My turn, motherfucker. He lived?
It will be done.
That was probably a mistake. Oh, and I can't even do anything with it. Balls. That was a mistake.
My ears are ringing.
Ugh. Alright, we're gonna do a little bit of running and gunning. So firstly, can you die?
As the Emperor commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
And then we are going to... Oh, we can't move anymore? Okay.
Doubt
But we
is
can
for the
shoot
weak.
still. And hit a chair. Nice. Well, I feel like once again we gotta do the heavy lifting.
Anything else? Well.
Oh shit! It hurts me too. Balls. No, I should have probably foresaw that. Give you some forewarning. There's no cover between here and that. 33% chance. Sure.
Rejoice in service.
Missed. Balls.
Indeed. I took care of this one.
Good stuff. And
I
then
will
we're
do
going
my
to
duty.
break. Oh wait, what did I just do there? Some deflection. I was actually thinking of healing myself, in fact.
Field medicine at its finest.
Much better. Okay, Argenta. It is time for you to come forward.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
And then I want you to shoot. And potentially hurt both of them. Or we could do this one. I mean... Sure.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Eradicate.
Alright, we killed one of them.
What is this foreboding?
And then you are going to scream into his mind.
What?
which seemed to work. Deck replica of the Von Valencius flagship. I will take all of your loot.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Indeed. Yeah, I kind of need this to be on all the time. That would be nice. Ooh, some logic over here. So, there's nothing up there, I imagine. On the jump door, click on the icon. Character with the highest tech use will make the skill test.
I have proven myself.
Which is
yet
me.
Again.
Characters are make a tech skill test in dialogue during exploration. You'll often make blah blah blah. 100-sided die. If you succeed, you must roll a value less than the sum of both stated. Blah blah blah.
The divine watches over us.
Oh, this is not the way I was needing to go. It's just for extra loot. Nice. I like loot. Ooh. So am I like the most intelligent member of the party? Yes. I guess that means you get some gloves.
Someone else can do this.
Where do these go, or do they
I'm
just
not interested.
stick around?
I'd rather not.
Hey, Mordave, how you doing, man? Metal charges are basically keys. Ah, makes sense. Fair enough.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Alright, now I think we can go forth. Oh, there. We literally did have to go through there. Purely so that we could blow shit up now.
I better myself in my service.
Happy holidays to you. Yeah, I hope you have a great Christmas holiday, man.
Duty.
Oh, we leveled up. Nice. Alright, so let's see. What do we want to do for this one? Bring it down. You immediately grant an extra turn with action points equal to 2 and no movement. Basically an extra shot. If they're under the effect of Voice of Command and kills an enemy before the end of the officer's turn, the ally gains a one-time bonus of 2 by the officer's fellowship bonus in momentum. Cool. I guess I don't get to choose here. It's just, this is what I get. Abelard is going to get Endurance. All incoming damage is reduced by his toughness bonus against toughness bonus temporary wounds. Nice. Idira is getting Exposed Weakness. Remove all exploits from the target to decrease their dodge, parry, and armor. Okay. And then Bay gets Revel in Slaughter. Sure, that makes sense. A soldier immediately removes the winded effect until the end of the combat. The soldier gains ballistic skill, agility bonus, critical damage, and critical hit chance. Ability becomes available after the soldier kills 3 enemies. Very nice.
Let
More
us walk
goods.
this path to the end.
Get some books. There was more to loot back there if you're
shall
interested.
reclaim what is
It's funny,
rightfully
auto mod
ours.
actually like held your comment. I guess it didn't like that you used the wrong version of your. You should have an RE comment apostrophe do that. Where? Oh wait, there is more to loot. Yes, you're right.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Yes, I agree. Oh damn, there's actually quite a lot more to loot. A multi-key? Based. Alright, that was definitely worth. Something next to the cogitator.
The divine watches over us.
Where is the cogitator? That's not you, is it? There's a couple of doors. Oh, so there is.
The duty prevails. I rise above hardships.
May your souls never lose the fervor and fire that bolster your hatred for the enemies of the Imperium. They never will. Don't even worry about it. 95% chance of opening it without
Proven
resources.
myself Yet again.
Oh, there's so many goods.
The duty prevails.
Oh, a shotgun. Interesting. A couple of med kits as well. Alright, that's way more. Yeah, it was definitely worth coming
Let the
back
faith
for that.
guide my path to glory.
I think that's it, though. I don't mind backseating when it comes to that stuff like
We are
that.
bound
The only
by the
reason
blood
I
of
don't like
masses.
backseating, or the only time I don't like backseating at all, is when it's story stuff.
Accomplished.
Oh, goddamn frickin' helmet. Let's go. I'm gonna take the helmet for myself. Oh, that makes me look awful. Fuck that. Abelard, you can have the helmet. That suits you. I was gonna give you the shotgun. Spread out the med
I'm
kits.
not so sure.
Oh, you don't like medicine?
I cannot comply.
Alright, so we have one medic man.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Oh no, explosions! That's a lot of fire, and then the man's walking through the said fire. Roar the flames rings in your ears and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. Instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in a raging wall of fire. Surrounded by an ear-splitting noise and screaming, you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps, and then you see the figure walk out the fire towards you. It's Theodora von Valentius. Based. Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of a power sword, the other is raised in an inviting gesture. Are you lost, my heir? Argenta goes as still as a statue, then slowly raises her weapon. An apparition. A sorceress apparition! Trickery of the wall! Sister, will you lower your weapon? Despite his commanding tone, Abelard does not sound too confident. He's staring at the rogue trader, and you notice a muscle in his cheek twitching. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous. This is impossible. I doubt you're aware of the limits of what is possible, Lord Lambertius von Excelsior III. For your worldview is but an iota of what a rogue trader knows and sees. I tell you would like me to share that knowledge with you, the power over reality. Theodora watches you without blinking. Her snake-like gaze almost makes you forget about the fire searing you, leaving burns on your skin. I can lead you out of these flames, Lord Lambertius von Excelsior III, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon that you may defeat your enemies. Decide. I mean, you're clearly warp fuckery. Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. And the entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer. And that answer can be nothing other than acceptance. Do not listen to this abomination! If there's naught but his light in your heart, you are resolute in your faith, and step into the flames the Emperor protects. His faith will not be deterred by the darkness or deceitful promises, nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul. To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace. The people! The survivors from the middle decks. We must help the crew and lead them out. Find a way around. Over the roaring flames you hear distant sounds, frightened voices, screams, muffled and distorted, as if there were a body of water between you and them. Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Edda. She breaks off and starts coughing violently. Her knees buckle and she looks like she's about to fall. What are we waiting for? Sometimes your character will have to make tough decisions based on their values, interests, and goals. Such decisions can affect their convictions. This can develop in 3 directions: dogmatic, iconoclast, and heretical. Each include 5 ranks. The higher the rank, the more zealously the character follows their convictions, and the more noticeable the world around them reacts to their actions and decisions. Going up through the ranks of each opens up access to new dialogue lines, events, and unique abilities, and also changes the attitude of others towards your character. Also, some items can only be equipped by characters with certain convictions. When one of the conviction branches reaches rank 3, a votary, it becomes the character's main focus. When that happens, the other 2 conviction branches cannot be raised above rank 2, adherent. Okay, I got it. Main dogmatic. The Emperor's will guide the righteous on their path. Thousands of needles pierce your consciousness, but are powerless to stop you. You take a step forward and the illusion breaks. A wave of excruciating pain crashes over you, and Theodora's voice fades into the firestorm. You hear voices of your companions calling you from behind, and the screams of the weak dying in an inescapable blaze. Okay. The blinding inferno, the harrowing pyre, the all-consuming storm releases you as you step out, barely able to stay on your feet. The blood is pounding in your ears, drowning out from the world around you. Your eyes, caked in soot and burnt eyelashes, refuse to open. Free from the flames, you take 2 more steps before collapsing to your knees. The rush of blood in your temples and the horrible pain all over your scorched body cloud your mind, before suddenly retreating as if driven away by some mighty will. A new strength spreads through your veins, and despite the wounds, your body is once more ready for trials and struggle. You open your eyes and see, aglow with warm light before you, the Aquila, the sacred symbol of the Imperium. In the next moment, you're struck with another realization. The repulsive presence, the one that's plagued your mind since Voigtfir wounded you, is gone. The fire seems to have burned the entity away without a trace.
Master, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, you're alive. Which is more than I was expecting after what you just did.
Praise the Emperor. We passed through the flames. How can this be anything but a portent?
Facts.
For so it is said, that the Emperor will bless the worthiest and most steadfast in their faith.
Behind agenda, you see Idira Tlas doubled over in a fit of nausea. The rest of the people who are following you have withered away in the fire. They didn't wither away, they exploded! Continues to rage me at 2 steps away from you. Hey, Cormac, how you doing, man? The Emperor protects Seneschal!
Indeed he does. Oh, if I hadn't seen it myself, I never would have believed.
What did I pick? I walked through the flames. I went with the dogmatic approach. Because, let's be honest, Sisters of Battle are fucking hot.
What happened to Lady Theodora? Did she follow us?
You are the Psyker. You are the Psyker, Idira, okay? You should know warp fuckery happens, why are you the one to believe that that was Lady Theodora? I'm not sure I think you're right. I don't think you're on the right path here.
There was no Theodora, witch.
Facts.
There was an illusion, a temptation, a foul taint that tried to lead us astray. But he perceived its true nature.
Sadly, I don't think you can romance the sister. Nah, it tracks. That's fair.
Is that right?
I didn't know there was any
Adept
romance in this game, to be honest.
Sanctimonious? What? We'll just pretend like we didn't see the Lord Captain standing there in the fire? Abelard, you tell her.
I mean, Abelard thought we should turn around.
Whatever it was, it matters no longer. Your conduct is bordering on madness, or holiness. A path opened behind you, where one moment there was fire, the next only smoldering embers remain. What am I saying? My eyes must have deceived me. Too much smoke for my lungs. Truly, would you have received wounds like these if there had been no fire?
Exactly. Yeah, also, I am going to... that. Cormacker is the guy that got me a key for Rogue Trader and has recently done a stream with the voice actors of the game, which is super cool, and I'm very jealous. I hate that that is ever on. That should never be on, I don't think. Alright, there we go. That works. But yeah, no, thank you very much to Cormacker again, and yeah, I'm really enjoying myself so far. Love me some Warhammer. Hey, Lambert, I just got Baldur's Gate 3. If there's any difference if you play an origin character or make your own, I would go with your own to start with. On your first run, go with, like, custom character. You recommend you play character first, then origin, then Dark Urge. I disagree. I don't think there's any value to playing origin characters other than Dark Urge. I really don't. I think it's a worse experience because the origin characters don't have, like, they're not voice acted to the same level as if they were just members of your party. Are all the custom character campaigns the same for different races? The campaign is the same, but you get different options depending on what you pick. For example, pretty early on in the game, it's sort of a spoiler, but it's not that much of one. If you pick Drow, a lot of the early combat encounters can be avoided entirely because the goblins really think highly of Drow. If you pick a tiefling, you get more options with the tieflings of the Grove and that sort of way. So there is different, like, your choices have impact, but there's nothing that you're going to get, you know, you're not going to miss out. Origin characters do get special scenes. Yeah, I just don't think it's worth it to be.
The wounds are merely a sign of a trial laudably passed. It is something to be proud of, the same as decorations or badges of honor.
She sounds proud, even fervent. No element holds power over the righteous. Even if you are anticipating another wave of pain, it does not come. Your muscles feel strong and your limbs obey you without fail. And yet deep inside, somewhere next to your heart and stomach, you feel a certain tension, akin to that of a taut string. You are at your limit. Be it adrenaline or the strength of your faith, it will not carry you much further. Aha, we found Edelthrad. Lord Lambertius von Excelsior III. My eyes deceive me. I can swear that I just witnessed you step out of a pillar of fire with the rest following in your wake. I loathe being late for an engagement. Nothing good ever comes out of such rashness, but it appears the Emperor favors you. Be that as it may, your wounds are highly worrying. 50% chance to look at you. Oh no, 90% chance. We'll look closely at Edelthrad. He does not seem to have changed since you first met, but only at first glance. His face may have taken a strange hue, The skin at his temples appears scaled, and his voice now has an uncanny screeching quality. These are not traces of fatigue and stress. The Psyker's body is beginning to mutate, a consequence of contact with the warp. You're not in the best shape yourself. Noticed the signs of my blessing, have you? Yes, the warp is taking its toll, but I'm still sane and able to hold my weapon. I'll fight for the Von Valencius bloodline to the end, and if the price is the eternal curse of mutation, so be it. My faith will keep me upright with a weapon in my hand, that's all that matters. Pray, forgive my insistence. I shall not be the one to doubt the faith of he who has passed a trial by fire. Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. Dark Urge is not also not awful for a first run. Dark Urge is amazing. It is legitimately amazing. That's what I'm playing with right now. I don't think Sven said you're missing tons of content playing as Dark Urge, only if you lean into the evil path. Like, you can play a resistant Dark Urge and still get the majority of the content. I think what you can... it's like, Dark Urge is the way you're supposed to play, is what it feels like to me. Like, that is the main character. It's the only one that you can play of the... that has, like, a backstory. Because, like, what I'm doing right now is playing Resistant Dark Urge. And as soon as I finish, I'm going to go and play, full-on Dark Urge. You haven't played Dirge so far. I love my Dirge. Well, she's cool. I've gathered everyone who answered the Vox call and was able to hold a weapon, yet I do not see the Lord Captain or her arch-militant in our midst. Still receiving messages in her voice, but she's not responding to direct requests. Last I saw Lady Theodora on the observation platform. When did you and she part ways? Fucking ages ago, mate. It was at this very elevator, Master Edelthred. The Lord Captain, accompanied by the arch-militant, headed to her chambers to retrieve an item of particular import. After that, all we heard from her were Vox broadcasts. This is troubling, and the timing is inopportune. I'm still receiving fragmentary reports from the bridge. Conrad Voigtfear is spotted there, and even what scant intelligence on his activities I have reminds me of the descriptions of sorcerer's rituals. That traitor has resorted to witchcraft. We must stop him at once. We need to go find Theodora. A reasonable approach. Take your escort with you. You may be waylaid. Once you've found the Lord Captain, you must beg her to go to the bridge and lead the counterattack. The rogue trader's appearance is sure to fill the defenders' hearts with hope, however frightened or exhausted they may be. Until we next meet, Lord Lambertius von Excelsior III, may the Emperor bless your deeds. I shall see you on the field of battle. Toodle beans!
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Facts. Goods. Promethium.
The Divine watches over us.
Oh, I'm hurt.
No suffering will make me forget his
Fresh injury. I
sacred
whoa.
Burn.
What advice do you seek?
I advise you to
Let's
go and
fight
give me some
with
bloody
you
healing.
at my side, victory is within our grasp.
Fantastic.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Give me them
Stay
goods first.
faithful, and you will be rewarded.
Adamantine hilt guards. Nice. So that's the way it wants me to go, but
Let
there's
the
doors
faith
and
guide
goods.
my path to glory.
Oh damn, there's lots of goods.
Let us walk this path to the end.
For what oh, goods. I was like, why is that there? So that we can have Lex Mechanic goggles, And machine rights. So what do Lex Mechanic goggles do? They give me +3 logic. Who has the most logic? 40, 30, 30, 30. Oh, it's me. Okay, of course it's me. I look like a dope. Sure, why not? Backspace selects full power, that's useful. You can't play the evil version in any RPG, so you've been trying a good Dark Urge playthrough. I find it difficult myself. I did do the pro-goblin path early on, just to see the Minthara scene. But then I was like, alright, that's cool, that's done. Start a new game. And that wasn't even a Dark Urge playthrough. Alright. Ooh, we can go sideways. Goods? Any goods? I'm a goods fiend.
Know your duty.
My duty is goods. Is that a Tyrannid? Have they got like a Tyrannid head on the wall? That's cool. It doesn't actually look that... No, that's not a Tyrannid head. I don't know what that is.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
A big old bed. Still looking for goods. Oh, he dead. He's the one with the melter gun. She's also dead. There's an eyeball right there.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the
Can I have your melter gun? I can't have your melter gun. Aww. Requires a follower, a dogmatic follower. Immunity to crits for the first 3 rounds of combat. I mean, I'm taking that. Equip. Can I make it so that I don't... It doesn't look like I'm wearing a helmet? Is that possible? Because goddamn, I look really bad now. Aha! Nice. And I guess, I don't know, you can have... Nope. You can have goggles. You look so bad. It's funny. Any whom stufter? Goods. That's useful. Who does that get equipped by? No one. Okay, mine. Theodora von Valencius's body sprawled on a large blood-drenched desk. Archmelton's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads. Can I have the weapon?
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls.
No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
That is some baller voice acting. Hell yeah. You finished an evil playthrough. You think Astarion and Shadowheart storylines are the only thing that kept you playing through Act 3. I really like Act 3. It suffers from a little bit of lack of, like, focus, but it's still... Everything is good in it.
Lord Captain, who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
Voidfear wished humiliation and suffering upon Theodora, not a swift death.
It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here, and he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last. How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Archmilitant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
Okay. She's gonna use grim psychometry then. Let's have a look at her body. In close to the body, the cause of death is apparent. What ended the rogue trader's life was an auto pistol shot. An extraordinarily accurate one at that. Theodora's face bears the expression of surprise, the last emotion she experienced in life. Something on the floor catches your eye. A heap of blood-spattered parchments and scrolls must have fallen off the desk. As you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else. Small shards of glass scattered on the floor. I will inspect the papers. Reports, accounts, dispatches. You go over the scrolls until you stumble upon a document that's starkly different from the rest. Handwritten letter signed with the initials XC and a seal with a symbol of that was vaguely familiar to you. And sends a shiver down your spine. The author of this letter, addressed to Theodora von Valencius, signed it with the seal of one of the holy orders of the Emperor's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunts in heretics, Xenos, and other enemies of humanity. Difficult to say what exactly was broken. The object fell on the floor, that as much as you can ascertain. On closer examination, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they'd been submerged in promethium.
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure. Tainted witchcraft.
Touch Theodora, you might be able to see the killer through her eyes.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story.
Dead bodies are technically
Something like
objects.
That would require her soul.
Just saying.
And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in a warp.
Odd pistol shot went through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and the furniture around with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. Safety of the Archmilitant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Yeah, the more goods.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
That voice actress is phenomenal. Big fan. Can we... Oh, goods! Oh, goddamn cloak. Let's go. Give. Where's that go? Right there. It's now blue. It's... Green cloak. Let's put a red cloak on. Green plus red equals blue. We'll take it. It's fine. Esteemed Theodora, a change in circumstances has demanded your immediate assistance in our mutual cause. Forthwith, upon receiving this letter and performing the necessary preparations of the crew, you are to depart for the Reichard system. One of my agents, Interrogator Heinrich van Kalox, operates there at the present time. Upon your arrival in the system, you will, without delay, make contact with him and offer any assistance required of you, after which you will provide him passage to the Furibundus system aboard your ship. On footfall, the interrogator will remove himself from your presence to await further instructions. Why can't I scroll down? Anticipating any questions you may have, I will stress that the nature of the interrogator Van Klox's activities on Reich and Minoris is of no concern to you. If required, something. How do I read more? Look at it in info. Okay. If required, Van Kalox himself will disclose the details of his mission. May the Emperor's light be with you. Look, like, give me...
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Give... Oh, annoying. That's a cool portrait.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
You will not my next offering.
Whispers are getting louder.
I will take you down.
Armor protects the character from incoming damage. Light and medium armor types are both available to you at the moment. The armor stat indicates what percent of incoming damage an enemy attack can absorb. Yeah, okay. So, Abelard, it's your turn first. How about you charge the bitch? Okay, well, I was hoping for a bit of slicey action, but apparently that's not happening. Well, he got actually bisected. Brilliant. I need him to die, I think. Within a 4-cell radius. So I want to get over here because I want you to have the extra turn. So anyway, I started blasting.
And so shall it be done.
It wasn't great.
I will not be deterred.
So anyway, she started blasting.
Strike is a prayer.
And current enemies with various abilities, of course, sure. I feel like we just need to specifically aim for that guy. Oh, that does barely any damage at all, huh?
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Shoot again!
Doubt is for the weak.
Good enough.
unfortunate
Go
turn of
hand in
fate.
hand.
Sorry, Abelard. My bad, buddy. Let's start analyzing him.
Will do.
And I'm gonna give you dodge and parry.
Mocking me.
He's got a multi-melter, right?
I'm enraged.
Yeah. He does. Alright, how about this time we charge and we actually click on him.
Victory is imminent.
And then we strike him.
It will be done.
Yeah. And then we shoot him. Right, I need to be careful. Then we're going to give you an extra turn.
So shall it be done.
And you are going to shoot him. And then you're done.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Yeah, regimental tactics going on. And then you can shoot him again. Probably should have done that first before I shot, but whatever. You can try and scream into his mind.
But of course.
Okay, you're just amazing. Demonic attention, perils of the warp. Yo, excuse me. The guy on the left looks somewhat illithid with those purple things. I guess when you've got that going on with you, yeah. Anyway, we have a bunch of las pistols, a bunch of swords, and Grace of the Oblivious. +5 toughness if their intelligence is less than 35. That's funny. And we can also level our people up. So you can choose between Finest Hour, the officer grants an ally an extra turn with full AP and MP. During the extra turn, there's no attack limit. Or... oh no, we did that one already. This one is what we need to do. We need to, I guess, choose one of these. Range of the abilities. Resolve increased. Our resolve currently is... 6. Whenever allies use a heroic act, we haven't even used them yet, that ally gains temporary wounds equal to 10% of their maximum wounds plus resolve. Whenever the officer uses an ability on an ally, that ally gains bonus to their perception and ballistic skill equal to 4. I kind of like that. Whenever the officer targets an ally with an ability for the first time in a round, that ally gains extra temporary wounds. Whenever they target an ally with an action, the ally's resolve is increased by +1 until the end of the officer's next turn. I think focus. I think focus seems pretty good. You are gonna get... next melee attack against the enemy deals an additional 5 damage.
What?
Hey, Mimsy, how you doing, mate? What? If the warrior has less than 50% wounds, they gain +5 toughness. Whenever the warriors attack, they gain a stack of Epicenter of Slaughter upon until the end of combat. At the start of the turn, the warrior gains a temporary wound for each stack. These wounds cannot exceed 5. Warrior deals an additional 3 damage to enemies that have no allies in adjacent cells. Warrior gains damage reduction. God damn! Thank you. Holy fuck, Mimsy, what the fuck? Yo, 20 gift subs, are you actually mad? That's... Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. That's fucking based. Fuck me. It's funny, because I, very recently, changed my Streamlabs desktop-y thing, or changed my, what's it called, alert stuff, so that when you have, because it used to be that if you did that gift sub thing that you just done, I would get 20 individual sub alerts, with the same noise going on and on and on, and it's a little bit annoying, but so I changed it so that gift subs have, you know, one noise, but yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much. A very nice Christmas gift. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. You were hoping for that. Well, yeah, I don't know. That I'm glad I changed it, otherwise it would still be going on right now. Oh gosh. Anyway, we gained damage reflection. Parry chance increased by 25% of the warrior's total armor. That's kind of cool. I like thick skin. Damage deflection. Damage deducted whenever an enemy hits a character. Yeah, I like that, because he's my frontline tanky man. Also, we'll go with that. And we have something else to give him? Oh, no. Okay. Alright, heal. What do you want to do? Whenever we trigger an exploit, the operative gains plus damage and plus armor until the end of combat. Exposed weakness also reduces enemies' toughness and willpower. Toughness... If we expose weakness, then they take more damage. I like that. Whenever we attack an enemy that's a full wounds, that attack deals 10 plus perception bonus more damage. Exposed weakness costs 0 AP. That's kind of cool. I like. I'm gonna go weak body, weak soul. And Sister Argenta. We are gonna get. After we deal damage to 3 different enemies, soldier gains more damage for their next attack in the current combat. That's kind of cool. For each adjacent ally, the soldier gains 5 plus ballistic skill bonus more damage to enemies. Soldier gains 3 plus agility bonus critical hit chance. Whenever we deal damage, their crit damage increased by 1%. I like that. Cover efficiency increased by 10%. I like that. Let's go fired up. Game is so baller, I love it so much. What archetype are we playing? We're going with the... Oh, I missed. Psycho traits are at the bottom. Fuck me, there's so many. Huh. Okay, I gotta make sure, because there's so many, you can't really read absolutely everything. But yeah, I will make sure to read look next time. Cover efficiency is very good. You can respec on your ship. I don't have a ship yet. We're going with dogmatic archetype because walking through the fire at the urgence of Argenta, the battle bitch, is
when the faithful are
very
idle,
much
heresy grows.
Sounded cool to me. Anyway, did any of these guys have stuff to loot? Oh, we did actually find this, didn't we? You have an intelligence of 30, so you can have the extra toughness for being dumb. Perfect. Alright, are we missing anything? Can we loot? Excuse me, any more? No. Oh, what? Class await, we're officer. Where do we need to go? Void Ship Bridge now, okay. Yeah, let me just, show my guy. Where do I show that? Character. Summary of my character. Let's say we're dogmatic. We are officer. Archetype of Imperial World, Astra Militarum Commander, Illustrious Glory, Shadow of Torment. These are later, and my biography. Pass through flames, refusing Theodora's help, dogmatic plus 15, based. Before we go any further, we have some goods. Can I just walk around with tab held down?
The first sacrifice opens the eye. The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
Don't hide, just shoot. Edelthred looks somewhat harrowed, but he's still in one piece. He glances at you and then over your shoulder, clearly alarmed. You're here, but where's the Lord Captain? She dead. I'm just gonna... She's not joining us. He gives you a confused look, then his realization dawns on him, his eyes fill with disbelief. No, the rogue trader is dead. Yes. Edelthred shudders and grabs his shoulder. As you watch, the sleeve of his jacket bursts open and 2 bone growths peer through the fabric. No matter what ritual Conrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. I can see it. The warp ring in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the warrant and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed. I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating. I forbid you the very thought of yielding. But by resigning to your fate, will you truly suffer defeat? Words worthy of a righteous soul. Save the lofty words for later, will you? The navigator's ready to take the ship out of the warp if you get some help from the bridge. Edelthred stares at you and his eyes harden with cold resolve once more. We have no right to bow our heads. Facts. Man is a big fan at Siege. You can see Conrad Voigtveer clearly in the gloom of the bridge. The broken blade he's holding is stained with dark drops that seem of pearlescent glimmer to them. We're out of time! Edelthred bites his knuckle, desperately thinking. You see a wave ripple across the whites of Edelthred's eyes. They begin to turn a sickly yellow. Voigtveer, you duplicitous cur! The rogue trader's death will be avenged! What? Theodora is dead? He stares at you in seemingly genuine bewilderment. No, that cannot be! Not now! I still haven't... Edelthred lowers his head, then he sighs and locks eyes with you, his gaze cold, haughty, and fanatical. The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it, and you, see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp. Watch over our realm, and farewell. Edelthred! Don't!
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Yeah, apparently it will. Okay, well that's not good.
My
Those are
soul
spawn.
is ablaze with righteous fury.
I'll bleed you dry.
To use the unique abilities called Heroic Acts or Desperate Measures, momentum is required. Depending on the actions you apply in combat, the momentum bar will increase or decrease. The high momentum value allows the character to use a Heroic Act. I think I'm going to start the battle, like, way the fuck back away. over here for you. You can go there. You can go there. Sister Argenta. You know what? You can go there. You can go there. Encounter enemies with various abilities and features. We are aware. Alright, so I think, first of all, we're fucked. But second of all...
Rejoice in service!
Indeed! I'm gonna give... Oh, you're too far away. Maybe I should have been... I should have swapped with Abelard. My bad. Oh well, shoot!
The Emperor commands.
I mean, that's as good as I could have hoped for. How's the game so far? It's very cool. Alright, Sister Argenta, this is your time. You're gonna run and gun, so now you can shoot twice. Like a 2% chance to hit the guys at the backs. So I think we're just gonna shoot directly at him. Okay, well we still hit the guy in the back.
I'll do it.
Oh, there's that. Okay, soldier gains the ability to make a number of attacks equal to their weapon's rate of fire. Using the weapon's attack that normally costs the least AP. These attacks do not spend AP. Immediately reloads the current weapon. I think I only have... Does that mean I've only got one shot left? Hold 14. Where can... Oh, we've got 12. I think we'll save this then.
Stop it!
I agree. Stop it.
My prescience has failed me.
Alright, so either we can do Lightning Arc, which does very little, or we can do Psychic Shriek, which does a little bit more. How about we analyze the enemy first? Gives us a couple of exploits. Then we can expose the weakness. Or we could just attack them. Let's do that. Okay, so you're...
Nothing.
You're just devouring things, huh? Okay, alright, you can stop now, you can stop now. What even was that? Movement points and damage increased by +4 for every devoured ally. Okay. So we need to kill your friends.
Indeed.
No limit on melee weapon attacks this turn. Sure. Again!
I will do my duty.
Again! Any more? Again!
At your beck and call.
God damn it. Okay, so the thing I said that we shouldn't do, we did it anyway. We need to kill his friends.
And so shall it be done. Another step towards our ultimate victory.
Killed one.
I will not be deterred.
Ugh, I'm not liking the amount that you're hitting me. I think you need to use a medkit on yourself to start with.
Injuries will not slow me.
Alright, well, I guess. Oh, fuck you. Do that. That's 2 kills if we can get there. But there's no way we get there, is there? Too far away. Alright, let's analyze you again. Then expose your weakness.
Anything else?
And then Psychic Shriek on you. Didn't feel like that did very much.
It will be done. At your beck and call.
He's just dodging every shot. It's pretty great. Okay, so how about this? Try and shoot you guys. And miss. Nice, nice, nice. We need to reload now.
I won't suffer this.
14 was roughly a 6 of the bar, so I imagine it has 100 HP total. You can see the HP total next to its bar there, so he's got 82 right now. It's 116 total. No, he ate another one! She's down. It's too far away. It's too far away. He's now up to 140 HP. Nice. This is not good. You need to shoot these guys.
Reduced to dust.
Nice, okay. you need to shoot the other guy.
And so it shall be done.
Oh, fuck you! Friending scream me.
I am his will made manifest.
Low momentum.
Alright, I need to kill you first.
Eradicated.
Great.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh my god, why do you suck so hard?
Blessed be the hand of the healer. I feel cold.
Yep, so you should. I'm gonna need to get out of here. Try and run. Oh, you dodged, you legend! You fucking legend!
On it. Anything else? But of course.
No more friends left to suck up.
I will do my duty.
Nice. Wish you could do more.
It will
How about
be
you
done.
endure this time? Just in case they try and hit you.
Indeed.
Brace for impact. And I'm gonna get you to run to here.
Your end is nigh.
You are going to...
Rejoice
that?
in service.
This is 1 AP, isn't it? Yeah. You're going to tell her to have
Actions
another
will
shot.
speak louder than
Because
words.
you're really good and that's worth it.
I'll do it.
Nice. Then you're gonna take your own shot. Nice miss. Good job, buddy. God damn, get up off the floor! Oh, she's fucking died.
We're
That's
at a
fun.
tactical disadvantage.
Oh, you don't fucking say.
It will be done.
High momentum.
And so shall it be done.
Why are you... Why?
I will not be deterred.
It parried me! Oh my god, leave the sister alone! Oh, she's so close to death! Okay. No, let me use her!
Victory is imminent.
I can't fix this. It's like fixated on her.
And so shall it be done. The
Fuck
Emperor
it.
commands.
Do it again.
At your beck and call.
12's good. 12's good. What do we got here? In extra turn, full AP and MP. No attack limit. Yeah, we're doing that.
May my wrath be thy undoing.
Alright, slice him a
I will
bunch.
do my duty.
We might, if we can get 2 more attacks here, we might be able to do it. Okay, we need 2 more attacks now.
Victory is imminent.
1 more attack. Oh, let's go. We did it. 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 Yes. Oh, shit. She just got back up. Nice. Okay, that was a fucking hard fight. Once a character suffers a certain number of injuries, these injuries are replaced with trauma. Make use of medkits in time to treat injuries to avoid characters suffering more traumas. Okay, how much trauma are you in right now?
Did you want something?
You have a crippled leg. Okay.
The Emperor sets my
Can
path.
Your
you
seneschal is always there for you.
med kit? Where is she? Indira.
Let me help.
Just in time.
Okay, that's just there. Fully healed on the void ship. Okay. So here, choose a characteristic. So I want extra fellowship, willpower, toughness, weapon skill. So with you, a ballistic skill maybe, but like, no. Let's go +5 fellowship. Choose a talent. Grease wounds is not bad. We are an Imperial World character. Oh, that one, Stronger Together, is good. Right, Abelard. Desolation seems pretty good. I'm gonna go Desolation with him. And extra weapon skill. You want psychic stuff. Psychic stuff is... like, what do you use to psychicness? I assume... oh, it could be willpower, actually. Yeah, let's go willpower. And as for your common talent... to get even more willpower, potentially. I like that. Hey, General Kenobi. Oh, that's nice. Every time the Psychic deals mental damage from any source other than Aftershock, target suffers half as much mental damage at the end of its next turn. That's really cool. Right now... There's a psychic shriek. That's mental damage, right? Oh, I like that as well. Ooh, that's also really cool. I think... we'll go Aftershock. And then for you... you shoot a lot. We want you to keep shooting a lot. I think Camaraderie's pretty good. Here we go, Camaraderie. Alright.
Light of terror, guide our way.
The Divine watches over us!
There's that blade thing. Whenever aware of the gloves get an injury or falls unconscious in combat, their allies gain extra damage. Requires Iconoclast, we're not one. Every heroic act in battle increases the wearer's dodge. I wonder, are you an Iconoclast?
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field
Anyone
of
here
flowers
Iconoclast?
was blossoming
You're an
nearby.
Iconoclast. There we go.
A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
How do we rest? It's certainly not the sides.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Bridge officer down here we can talk to. Yep, cool.
The heir is dead. He sacrificed himself.
I'm
Save
also
the
an heir,
entire
don't worry.
dynasty.
Old man, he was never going to make it. He was mutated.
Bravo, Master Helmsman, system status report. By the Emperor, it's the Seneschal, living and breathing. Well, there's a tricky question. The whole place is overgrown with foul wickedry, scrubbing off the vid screens for throne knows how long. Re-establish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum. It's our only chance of escaping from the war. The words seem to knock the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, one of the survivors buckling under the stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking. Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. Abelard paused for a few seconds before turning to you. Lord Lambert von Excelsior III. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. The only one who speaks for House von Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserves to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence. He directs your attention upward, to the throne that sits at the apex of the tall staircase. What do I do? Take the Lord Captain's seat. Order the final preparations. Wait for the officers to report. Blast all to the void. Translation is a craft, not something to be explained in a tick. Just go up to the throne, Master Lord Lambert von Excelsior III. These people are about to do the impossible. The least they deserve is the solace of seeing a figure sitting in the usual spot. Please hurry. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. A little bit more rush. A slight bit of rush. When will the stream be ending? Not too long away. Soon. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing, while still remaining the same. It's taken in the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire. The other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears. This voice booms with all the horrors of the warp. Mortal, who are you to oppose the very flows of fate? The vision lowers its head. Excuse me, harrowing gaze boring into you. For but a moment, something changes in Theodora's expression. It almost looks like a shadow of fear. It matters not. Your footfalls are an echo of the sand pouring between the scales. Your hopes and faith are my mockery. I've already resisted the temptation of the warp once. Whatever you are, you will not cloud my mind with a new illusion. Theodora hisses almost painfully as if wounded by her words. Resisting the inevitable means only the realization that submission will bring greater torment. There is no power that can hinder the flows of fate. Your head begins to spin and viscous drops slither down your cheeks. You blink. You're no longer looking at Theodora. It's the traitor Voidfear, just as fluid and ephemeral as the previous apparition. The same terrifying voice seethes from his lips. The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured and steps chosen, and yet you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. In the day when the final dawn rests over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day, the day of my resurrection. The image is scattered by invisible sorcerous winds, and you see Adira, her eyes aglow with the same sinister flame. Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me. A cavalcade of hazy glimpses of a future yet unknown passes before your eyes. A flash of crimson, purple. The images replace one another in violent kaleidoscope without ever letting you get a proper look at them. Through the rippling mirage you see a twisted image of Abelard, the loyal seneschal of the dynasty. The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine. Ravo turns around and looks at you. He hesitates for a few moments, then addresses Abelard, who's standing next to you. Seneschal, the navigator sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means we're fucked. The navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Vox Valencia's flagship. We'll honor his memory along with all who died this day. Ravo does not look away. He's giving you a hard stare, his white brow furrowed. Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
As first officer, it is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision,
it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live. The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
Lord Captain, Lord Lambertius.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained, for the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. To hang the ancestral banners once again, and exact vengeance on the enemies of House von Valancius and humanity.
roll credits. We got an achievement as well. You completed the prologue, and it only took us almost 4 hours. But I think that is where we're going to leave it for today, having done the prologue. We will definitely be streaming a bit more of this, because I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, thanks all for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, you know, follow is always nice. If you're watching this on the VODS channel, hope you guys enjoy a bit of something different. And we will get back to this at an later date. Can't wait to beg for you to play a co-op Heretic playthrough. Anyway, let's find somebody to raid.